weights that I was carrying around for a long time. I needed to change my perspective on my life, because I was like this, okay? I was like this for my whole life because I dealt with cerebral palsy, narcolepsy, and those are two neurological conditions that can really affect you. So I dealt with tons of medical issues. So it made me slow down and like realize where I'm supposed to go and realize what I'm supposed to do. Because I've been let go from job after job after job. Because I was like, because of my narcolepsy, I was trying to get it under control. You're like, sorry, the company's policies, this and this. Sorry, we got to let you go. And then a lot of things started to happen for me, and I turned my perspective around because I had counselors, and it really made me shift from this, I don't have anything, everybody has all this, like just drilled in focus, no light, just dark. There was no light, and there was a mask that I would wear and be like, oh, I'm happy, but I'm really not.
Right.
Oh, look at me. I'm really not, so it really made me think. So when you change your perspective, man, life's so good. Like, life is really good. I have to use a CPAP machine. Oh, well, I have to use oxygen. Cool. But I don't let that affect my self-esteem or where I'm headed in life. What do you think of my story? Because you've heard me talk on value of your voice. You've heard me speak. I just want to get your opinion. What do you think of me and what I'm doing?
Honestly, I'm really proud of you because it took a lot. I'm so certain that to now step into your true purpose and know that all the things that you may think are wrong with you are really right for you. And your voice, your everyday inspiration, if you think about what you just said, this new social media day and age, and people are wanting to be, on social media for the likes, for the social proof, for the shares, for the followers. But if you're really intentional on saying to God, God, if you don't do anything else for me, I thank you for life. You've equipped me with enough. You've equipped me with the things that I need. And when I tell you your story, I see you. If you keep pressing and if you keep inspiring, if you keep encouraging and you keep getting up, even if you don't feel like it, even in the days where your bank account does not match your faith, you keep moving. I can guarantee you, I see you on stages. I see you writing a book to motivate. I see you giving daily affirmations to the person that don't have the joy or know their purpose. I see you helping little kids and telling your story on how you did not have that. You had limiting beliefs on what you could not do. If you keep encouraging, I know that God is going to put you in the right place, in front of the right person, to give you everything that you've desired, everything that you've cried so hard out to God to provide you. It's coming. It has to be in His timing, but it's coming. But He needs to see us to do the work. And I want you to know that the work is working.
Oh man, that's that's really special, and thank you. That means a lot. Because for me, I'll tell you something. I used to always want to point out what I'm doing to people. And this is an example of don't point, do. Put in the work. Do the things. Surround yourself. Be presentable. Be polite. Because you know why? Steve followed me and watched me for months, looking at me going, oh, how is he interacting with my fellow employees here at the company? Oh, okay. And he's filming here. Oh, Okay. And like he watched me. I didn't have to point things out. You don't always have to point things out when you're doing something. I used to be that person that was like, oh, look at what I did. 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 And now it's like, no, 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 no. You don't need to, because he was there like an eagle, like hovering, watching me all around the gym. I didn't even know who he was. I talked to him. I interact with him. I didn't even know he was the owner of this really successful business. I didn't know that. And then one day he saw me at the front counter and went, you have a lifetime gym membership to my gym. And I was like, are you serious? Really? He's like, yep, you do. You never have to pay anything. And also, here's another gym membership to my other gym chain. Here you go. So now you have a whole bunch of locations you can film at. I'm like, awesome. It's funny how when you change from me to actually showing and putting in the work, that really is proof is in the work, not this. You can say this all day. You can go like this all day. But and this is good. This is good, but it's the action behind this that makes this stick and be powerful. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I tell people all the time, and this is something that I used to hear, when I was growing up. Game recognizes game. So if someone in the big league sees you putting in the work, I am so intentional this year about making sure if someone hasn't been invited into a room and you have connections and people that they may not have access to, you need to put their name in rooms. You need to provide people their information. You need to be able to provide people the opportunity to sit at tables that they don't have access to because you do. Because when you start to serve at a different level and you start to be able to say, hey, I know this person can do this, you just don't worry about who is seeing you in the now. It's going to pay off. It will pay off. I am truly believing that this is going to be a season 2024 where people that have faith and they're just working because they know it's their purpose. My goodness. If you just keep on holding on to your faith and keep on doing the work, doors are about to open. I'm telling you, doors are about to open. Prayers that have been prayed by generations way before us are about to open.
That's thinking about all this, it makes me realize, like, I was sitting there and I was thinking about this, and I'm going to be talking about this in my webinar, and I sat here and went, how long of my life did I spend in the dark? How long did I have blinders on? Most of my life. I lived in this blinder mask on, like, all the time for 30 years because I had so much pain from all my cerebral palsy, my spasms, all my depression, all these negative things that were just like, I mean, it was tough. And then at 30, I got a device that changed my whole life. It was the Medtronic Synchromed 2 pump. And I was in front of 95,000 Medtronic employees across the globe and on scene on every business that they have on every continent. And it really makes me happy because I have put in the work. I put in the effort. I could be lazy and I could be like, oh, poor me, poor pity me. But no, that doesn't fly in my family. They don't accept that. They're like, no, David, if you have to take a minute to walk down to the beach, we will take a minute. You need another minute? We'll take another minute. But not this stuff. No, we're not going to have that. We're going to treat you like everybody else. Yes, you may take longer to get there. Yes, you may take